A lustrous and iridescent Saturday afternoon here in Tempe, Arizona. Arizona taking on Arizona State as we get ready for the opening kick. Mark Jones here chopping it up with Louis Riddick, Quinn Kesson. Completing over 73% of his passes on the season, 18 touchdowns against 4 interceptions. He made his first start in Week 5 against Washington in a near miss, a 31-24 loss to the Huskies, but he has been impressive since taking over. From the 38. He's going to be getting and drawing a lot of attention, Louis.
Yeah, he sure is. And they use him in so many different ways, Mark. I mean, he's a guy who can really excel in the short passing game. He can excel outside the numbers in the long passing game. And look, Kenny Dillingham knows this. He wanted to put his stronger unit on the field first, see if they can keep them on the plus side of the 50 for them, and force Jedd Fisch to punt the football to his offense. That's a work in progress.
Jedd Fisch, the orchestrator, one of the great turnarounds in college football. They're going to run it here. Michael Wiley still on his feet and brought down about 3 yards shy of the first down. A 3rd down and 3 coming up for Arizona. He picked up 6. Wiley out of Houston. Ran it 5 times for 24 yards last week in their win. The Wildcats come in, winners of 5 straight. Going quick. Got a man at the 30. Caught. McMillan slips in behind the defense for the first down. A couple of high school teammates ganging up there on the Sun Devils.
You're just going to see Teteroa right here in your screen. They had mixed up the coverage, had a little bit of a switch release, and you saw the 2 DBs. They weren't real precise in their communication, and they turned loose one of the most dangerous wide receivers in all of college football. That's the kind of mistake you can't afford to happen. Here's that opportunity now, Mark. They can't blink here. They've hit a big play down the field. What are you going to do?
30-yard gain. Little play fake by Fafita, taking a shot. McMillan up high! Incomplete. Those are the type of catches he usually makes miraculously, and Arizona State did not blink on that play.
Yeah, you see here, they're going to take the shot outside the numbers. You see Noah's just going to put it up there. And you see McMillan just tried it with the one-hander, but the safety comes over. Shamari Simmons, excellent play right there. You see how he's able to strip the pocket. That's exactly what you do as a defensive back. You play the eyes and the hands. You try and strip it late. This turns into a long foul ball. Excellent play by Shamari Simmons.
2nd and 10. Complete down to the 17-yard line, caught by Jacob Cowing. One of their leading receivers picked up 7. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 to go for the Wildcats here. Louis, they like to run a lot of screens, right?
They sure do. They feature all of them. The slip screens, the rocket screens, the bubble screens, tight end slow screen. They have them all. They absolutely have them all, on top of the fact, Mark, that they can just strike you down the field and have a bludgeoning running game.
3 receivers out on this formation. On 3rd and 3, Fafita has plenty of time, backpedaling, and the Sun Devils will get a stop on 3rd and 3. intended for McMillan. Ed Woods there in coverage, and on comes the field goal unit. Got to be considered a little bit of a win, right?
There's no question about it. That time the communication was precise, the assignments, the alignments, the technique. And be honest with you, Noah Fafita had nowhere to go with the football. You saw him trying to backpedal and buy time and let somebody uncover. But that is a definite win for the Arizona State defense. That's how you stiffen up down here and make them kick a field goal.
Tyler Loop from 35 yards out. That's true. And the Wildcats cash in with a field goal on their opening drive. With 11:57 to go here in the opening quarter, just underway. One of the pivotal plays on this drive.
Yeah, the safety, Shamari Simmons, you see him right there, getting that right hand in there in the pocket to strip that ball out of there, because Tedoroa was about to say, hey, look, I got another Sports Center highlight for you. But he said, I'm not going to let you have one on us, not here today. That's the strength of Arizona State's defense. They have some wonderful secondary players that can really play various different schemes and various different structures in the back end. They will have to be at their very best today defending this Arizona explosive offense.
We're going to get a look at Sun Devils offense in a moment. Averaging just 17.3 points per game on the season. They've struggled. Stovall back for this kick. Perched on his own goal line. Just underway here in Tempe. The Sun Devils had won 5 of the last 6 in this rivalry before the last meeting. And they'll take it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Let's go back to the studio.
All right, guys, Matt Berry in our college football studio. It is over in Ann Arbor. Kyle McCord driving the Buckeyes, one final chance, and he's picked off. 3rd consecutive win for Michigan. They will head to the Big Ten Championship to play Iowa, 30-24, the final in Ann Arbor.
Wow, Michigan winning 30-24. Let's see who comes out at quarterback for Arizona State. A little bit of a question coming in. It's going to be Jalen Conyers, number 12, the 6'4" redshirt junior. Scattaboo in the backfield, and he'll take the handoff. Absorbed a couple of hits and gains about 7. For more on the quarterbacking story, let's go down to Quinn.
The Sun Devils have started 6 different players at quarterback this year. We expect to see Jaden Rashada, the talented freshman, for the first time since week 2. We understand that he was late for a meeting, and the penalty will probably be this first series. So instead, you'd expect to see Trenton Bourguet. He's got a stomach virus. He was throwing up. He is dressed in here. So for now, it's Jalen Conyers and Cam Scattaboo.
Wow, Q. Things always interesting going into rivalry games. 2nd and 4. Conyers going to keep it himself and pick up the first down. Head coach Kenny Dillingham is, can I say, unconventional when it comes to offense?
Yeah, what he's doing, Mark, he's just using what he has at his disposal to try and move the football and score points. There's no question that this offense has struggled this year. They have had 9 different starting combinations along the offensive line. They've had underperformance at the quarterback position because of the fact that Rashada got hurt early in the season. And he's just tried anything in order to get this offense going, because they have some fantastic perimeter players. They just have not had a trigger man to get it to him.
Right now it's Jalen Conyers. Going to hand it off again, this time to the Carlos Brooks. And he finds a seam over the right side of that offensive line that has been patched together to pick up 12 yards, and they move the chains again. Look at those ignominious numbers statistically when it comes to their offense. Anytime you're 129th, it's going to look a little different. And now Cam Scattaboo, the tailback, will take the snap out of the Wildcat. And he's going to pick up about 3 yards, brought down by Justin Flo.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this right now, again, what they're doing is they're just trying to utilize all the guys that they have at their disposal and get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. And those guys have been Jalen Conyers, they have been Cam Scatterbo. These guys are tough, hard-nosed, throwback type of players. They don't have one of their best weapons out here on the field today, and Elijah Badger at wide receiver, who is just fantastic with the ball in their hands. But right now, you can see this. Throw the records out. This offensive line's coming off the ball. The backs are running the ball with authority. And they're moving this football down the field against a good Arizona defense.
Picked up a couple of first downs, and he's going to keep it again. Conyers still on his feet, busting into plain view. Conyers lunging, pushed out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Arizona State. He galloped 39 yards.
Look at the action here. You got double pullers. He's going to fake, and watch how Conyers is able to just get downhill, north and south. You're talking about a 270-pound tight end that's playing wildcat quarterback. You think defensive backs want any of that? They don't want it. I told you, throw out the records. This is a football game now. Forget the records.
Here he is again. Quarterback lead. Forget about the records, all about a rivalry. 3-yard gain that time by Conyers. It'll be 2nd down and goal. And that offensive line on this opening drive, Lewis, looking pretty impressive for what it's worth.
They sure are. And Kenny Dillingham told us we're about as healthy as we could possibly be at this point in the season now, because they have been decimated with injuries. They haven't had a whole lot of depth, so guys get nicked up in games. They don't even have anybody really to bring off the bench and put them in the game. He said now they have about 6 or 7 offensive linemen they can play in this game. And you can see they are playing with renewed fervor and fire in this game right now.
Scatterbo, the Sacramento State transfer, keeps it himself. Touchdown, Arizona State. There are some things in football that transcend and usurp records, especially during rivalry week.
These kids are fired up, and you can see Jedd Fisch standing over there right now. This is exactly what he didn't want. He didn't want his team to come out here today and be flat, and knowing that you were going to go up against a rival that just a couple of years ago beat you 70-7.
Well, I'll say this. I don't think Arizona State has amnesia, partner. They remember. Scatterbo with his 9th rushing touchdown of the season, 22nd of his career. Arizona up 7-3.
Arizona State. Fantastic play call here on the touchdown run. I want you to see this. Look at the double team they get here at the point of attack. And then watch how they put the defensive tackle, Tyler Manoa, in a bind here on this read. You see right here, look how his shoulders are turned going this way, and watch how Scatterbo then reads him, pulls the football, and then look at the hole. Look at the hole. Look at the area that was vacated. You can see Tyler Manoa right there. He clapped his hands because he was like, I can't say what he was saying to himself, but he knew that he was had right there. That right there is great play calling on the part of Kenny Dillingham. You talk about making use of what you have at your disposal, where you have one of the most versatile players in college football in Cam Scatterbo, who can play quarterback, play running back. You have a tight end who's doing it in Jalen Conyers, and now it's resulting in touchdowns.
Coach Dillingham said we need to know how to take a punch, go back to our corner, throw water on our face, and respond properly. So far, his team has. 7:46 to go. Lewis, yeah, we saw the Reggie Bush video a minute ago on the billboard. It's a shame. There's so many great players that have come out of this conference and done great things.
There are tons. Skilled players, big men, quarterbacks, running backs. I mean, just think about it. I mean, some of the guys who went on to have great NFL careers, and now all of a sudden, you know, when you sit there and you talk about conference pride, Pac-12 pride, there's going to be no more of that. That's going to be hard for a lot of people to stomach.
On the run, Rayshawn Luke got a few yards back, picked up 5 on the play. The 2nd down coming up, 7:10 to go in the opening quarter. McMillan has the longest play for Arizona so far from scrimmage, a 30-yard catch and run on the previous series. 2nd down and 15. Luke in the backfield. Fafita behind his intended receiver, incomplete for Cowing. Hey, rivalry weekend rolls on tonight on ESPN. Number 5 Florida State already on the ACC championship game. They'll take on Florida at 7 Eastern, and then on ABC, number 1 Georgia already in the SEC championship game squares off against Georgia Tech for the 115th time on ABC at 7:30 Eastern. 3rd down and 15 for Arizona. They break the huddle, and McMillan will line up the top receiver on the right side of the formation. Fafita under duress, got away, delivers, completed the 40-yard line to Cowing for a 1st down. And they move the chains.
Just take a look at Noah Fafita. Watch how he is able to manipulate the pocket and keep his eyes down the field to hit this 7 route to Cowing. You see how he's able to keep 2 hands on the football. He doesn't expose the football. He doesn't put it out there to possibly be stripped in the pocket. He is wise beyond his years. He has uncommon calmness in the pocket, and it showed right there. That's the kind of thing you will see show up all day long with this young quarterback.
Little blitz by the Sun Devils, and they're going to make a nice play. Trey Brown, no gain on the play as Coleman got stopped up right near the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
And Mark, you talk about Trey Brown. He is the guy that they consider to be really the heart and soul of this defense. He's an old school throwback type of middle linebacker. We'll be calling his name often.
2nd and 10. The feet on the play fake. Finds his guy. McMillan came back to the football nicely and picked up a 1st down. His forward progress going to be marked just shy of the 45 of Arizona State.
What a fantastic route. Just watch Fafita here in the pocket, nice and calm, no pressure whatsoever. He allows that long developing curl route, that deep curl that McMillan ran right there to develop. He worked back to the quarterback, poses a real big friendly target, puts it right on him for a 1st down. This is going to be a fun combination to watch as these two progress through their career at Arizona. Unbelievable in terms of talent.
McMillan at 6'5", an angular target. Over the middle, complete. Green, Cowing with the catch and run, and pushed out of bounds. They're going to spot it at the 8-yard line. Jacob Cowing again picks up 37. 1st and goal, Arizona.
Just what a great play call. Look at this. Fake the screen on both sides and then hit Jacob Cowing on the deep over route that he missed him on earlier in this drive.
Fafita looking into the end zone. McMillan battling down the sidelines with Ro Torrance, who broke it up. That's going to be a nice matchup to watch during the course of the afternoon, Lewis.
Yeah, Ro Torrance is a big boy too now, 6'3", 200 pounds,
yes,
going up against a 6'5", Teteroa McMillan. And you can see these defensive backs for Arizona State, they're not going to back down. They had their troubles last week against that absolute track team of a wide receiver core at Oregon, but they are accepting the challenge here, and they're letting McMillan know, hey, look, one-on-one, we're going to battle with you all day long.
They run it up the middle, and Coleman going to be stopped up at about the 3 by Simmons. So it'll be 3rd down and goal on the 5-yard gain by Jonah Coleman.
What a nice job of the Arizona offensive line picking up these double A-gap fires by the inside linebackers of Arizona State. You'll see their inside linebackers attacking the A-gaps over and over and over again. They tried to assault the interior of the offensive line of the opponent on a regular basis. They picked it up perfectly, almost busted that out of there for a touchdown.
Timeout, Arizona.
We're going to time out of the field.
It's going to have to be considered.
9th play of the Wildcat drive here. 3rd and goal. A lot of guys in the box. Fafita gets it out quickly. Complete. Touchdown, Wildcats. McClanahan.
We're going to have a roughing the passer penalty on the end, a late hit.
It's going to come back.
I think it's going to be on Arizona, Mark. I think it's going to be a late hit on the quarterback.
The result of the play is a touchdown. During the play, personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 35.
Defense.
That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Extra point attempt now.
That one was an easy call.
It's on the defensive end, B.J. Green.
Tanner McLaughlin with the...
Just look at that release. Look at that release on the tight end screen. Didn't we say early on in this program, in this broadcast, that they run every screen imaginable? There they run a tight end screen to Tanner McLaughlin. One of the best tight ends in Arizona history, second only to Gronk.
Who?
Rob Gronkowski.
Extra point good. And Fafita, like Brett Favre, has so many different angles that he delivers it from.
I mean, just watch it. Watch how he just gets it around the pass rusher there. He just avoids Prince Dorba, who's coming in, trying to get a hand up. And just watch this. He's like, dude, how about this? I'll just put it under your armpit.
Wow.
And Tanner McLaughlin almost dropped it. You just see how athletic the big man is. McLaughlin is 6'5", 245 pounds. When we were coming in, when we were coming up the steps, come back up to the booth, after being down on the field, I was sitting there going, you see how big these guys are? I mean, their tight end core is gigantic. This is a big physical football team that Jed Fish told us, look, I tried to build it the way you build a pro team. I have profiles at every position that I want. We went out and we recruited offense like crazy 2 years ago. We thought if we were an exciting offense and we could score points, that would attract more recruits, because recruits want to play for universities that score a lot of points and generate a lot of excitement.
Right.
So they went all in on the offensive side of the ball, and you see the improvements they have made. They are as good as anybody in the country with the way they can attack.
9-play, 75-yard drive, eclipsing over 4 minutes on the clock. The Sun Devils bobbled the kick. Looked like there was a fair catch signal first. So that is a mute point.
The receiver had given a fair catch signal. The ball is dead at the spot where it was recovered. First down, Arizona State.
Take a look at that last scoring drive by Arizona State on their opening possession. On a Wildcat with Conyers and Scadaboo as well, sharing the rushing duties. That was the pivotal play by Jalen Conyers.
And they have got some absolute hammers that can carry the football. DeCarlos Brooks also featured on that drive. He goes 220. You can see, look, they're embracing the physical aspect of this contest, and they're going to lean into it.
And Conyers is back in for the second offensive series. Hands it off to Scadaboo. We have yet to see Jaden Rashada in the football game at quarterback for Arizona State. 2-yard gain on the play by Cam Scadaboo, who was the Big Sky Offensive Player of the Year. There's Rashada. The timing of bringing Rashada back in the ball game is going to be highly scrutinized now.
Yeah, I think right now, considering how effective they were on that first drive, if they can remain efficient, then they may have some time to wait. But I don't think they'll wait very long, because throwing the football is going to become a big part of this game for them.
Scadaboo into the boundary, cuts it north-south. Picked up about 3 on the play. It'll be third down, about 5 to go.
See, right now, effectively, especially with Elijah Badger, their leading receiver, not being available for this game, they don't really have a passing game. They don't have a downfield passing game. They need a true quarterback in the game. And if you're going to match Arizona blow for blow, you better be able to throw the football. So I think we'll see Rashada here sooner rather than later.
3rd and 5 for Coach Dillingham's squad. Little trips left formation here. He pulls it out of the gut of Scadaboo, keeps it himself, going to be brought down at the 8-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. Traden Stutes making the tackle for the Wildcats.
Holding, defense, number 92. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot and includes an automatic first down.
Tyler Manoa. The penalty.
He just kind of reached out and tried to grab the pulling guard, so the guard couldn't get around the corner and get up the field. He was just trying to help out his linebackers, trying to keep one of these pullers off of him.
UCLA transfer.
Officials were able to catch it.
Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Jalen Conyers out of the shotgun.
Delay of game. Defense number 92. Disconcerting signals. 5-yard penalty. First down. Still first down.
Well, Jaden Rashada of Arizona State, a quarterback, has not played in 9 weeks. The result of a knee injury. And Lewis, what are they missing in not having him?
The ability to really strike down the field outside the numbers at the third level of the defense and really produce explosive plays. Just look at it. Look at the cannon this young man has. He will force defensive backs to back up and not cheat the line of scrimmage like they're doing right now. Look, all 11 of their defenders were within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Conyers going to run it and brought down right near the line of scrimmage by Davis. 2nd and 5 coming up. There's a look at Rashada.
So right now,
with a knee injury.
Right now, the Arizona defenders, and their secondary in particular, have no respect for Arizona State's ability to throw the football. So everybody is crowding the line of scrimmage. All 11 guys within 7.5, 8 yards from the ball. And they're saying, look, until you attempt a pass down the field, we're attacking the line of scrimmage.
Scatterboo, the tailback, out of the shotgun. Keeps it on the counter. Going to pick up a first down and then some. Oh, man. We got a flag down to the field. He told Gunnar Maldonado, you need to talk to the hand here. But this one's going to come back.
Holding. Offense number 80. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
Against Messiah Swinson, so the 18-yard pickup is negated.
You see holding on the edge. They're trying to capture the edge. You see the tight end Messiah Swinson. His hands get outside the framework of the DB. You see that left hand? So you're going to see it right there. It's on top of the pads.
And here
Can't
comes,
do that.
And here comes quarterback Jaden Rashada for the first time in 9 weeks. He'll take a snap.
See, Kenny Dillingham, he recognizes the same thing. He sees all these defenders starting to really crowd the line of scrimmage, start to attack downhill against this running game. Now they'll start to back up. As soon as Rashada uncorks that cannon of an arm, they'll back up, I promise you.
Let's see how quickly Coach Dillingham will have him throw right away. Completes it out to the 31-yard line. Shy of the first down. Amire makes the reception, and that's going to be the end.